Oh, the universe is against me filming this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I am Sam, and this is the first time I've introduced myself in many videos. How you guys doing? Today I thought I would come to you with the Asian readathon TBR and recommendation list. The books I hope to read and plan to read, as well as the books I wish I could. So that's what I'm giving you today. This is for with Cindy's Asian readathon that she does in the month of May, because May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So I'm gonna just blab a lot of books to you. Half of them will not have synopsis because I don't do summaries unless I read the book. So apologies in advance for that. This might be a little chaotic. This video I've been trying to prepare for, and it has been against me. The filming, all of my camera batteries were dying, dead. The lighting, awful. The sun setting. I was like, man, this is cursed, but we're gonna do it anyway. So I've got a lot of books to talk about. I have a massive stack in front of me. This isn't even all of them, so we're just gonna get to it. I don't have a proper way of organizing this video because I'm not sure what exactly I'm going for. I have a whole bunch of books that fit most of the prompts, so it's kind of just puzzling them in where they fit and whatever will work for you. I am personally going to try and do the challenge of the prompt, where there's a different Asian ethnicity tied to each prompt, but I'm planning to read multiple ethnicities and multiple books, so we will just see how this goes. So let me think for a second. I think I want to start these with the 5 that I'm going to try to use for the prompts. Cool. Okay. It's at the bottom of my stack in front of me. Alright, so starting off with the first prompt is to just read a book written by an Asian author. All of these are written by Asian authors. So for this, I guess I'm just going to pick Girls of Storm and Shadow. This is by Natasha Nang. This is the second book to the Girls of Paper and Fire series. It's a trilogy, not a series. I never get that right. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is actually a carryover from April. I wasn't able to finish it in time. I have actually started it a little bit, so I will be making further progress, but it just kind of worked for this readathon as well. I'm really excited to revisit this world and these characters. The plot of Girls of Paper and Fire is following our main character, Lei, who is a paper girl living her happy life with her apothecary father, best friend. They're like the healers of their small village. They do a lot of the herbalist mix. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, and she is, I guess, gifted and also cursed in a way with beautiful golden eyes that you wouldn't find on a paper cast, which is typically just a normal plain human. It's typically a trait of the moon cast or the middle cast, the steel cast, which have animalistic features. One sad, tragic day, Lei is basically taken from her village to become a paper girl for the moon cast king. And throughout the Girls of Paper and Fire trilogy, we are following Lei, especially in the first book, going through the trials of becoming a paper girl, which is kind of like a geisha, in that respect, to have something to compare it to, but so much worse. And it's because he's an animal. He's part. I just can't get past it. I know the symbolism and everything, but ooh, visuals, not in for it, not here for it. But I do really enjoy it. Please check trigger warnings. This is a very difficult read at times. I had a really hard time. There was literally a pet death within the first 3 chapters or something. There's a lot to it, so go into it if you're able to, but I do recommend the series. So far it's been really enjoyable. I'm excited to see where this goes following the first book. The next book on my list for the prompt of a book that has a cover worth googly eyes. If you don't understand the reference, go watch with Cindy's announcement video. It is obviously going to be linked below. Check it out. It's fantastic. And she also recommends a whole bunch of books. So check it out. If you haven't, what are you doing? For googly eye cover, I am going with The Girl Beneath the Sea. This is by Axie Ho. Oh my goodness. This cover, guys, the edges, this is the Fairy Loot exclusive edition, and I've unboxed this in a vlog where you can see my full like feelings and thoughts right away. But it's stunning, it's beautiful, it's great. I'm so excited. From what I remember, because again, me and plots not very good, what I remember is that this is following a village, and they have a tradition. I think every year they sacrifice somebody to be the bride or something. They sacrifice a person to the sea god because they have horrible storms and things are just going completely awry, and they're hoping that someone will be, I guess, beautiful enough to become the bride. And our main character's brother is actually sacrificed, so she decides to follow him into the spirit world. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. This is pitched as a magical feminist retelling of a classic Korean legend, perfect for fans of Uprooted and Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Like, absolutely, I'm into this. Like, please and thank you. As I just mentioned, this is following a Korean mythology because our author here, Axie Ho, is Korean American. I also guess I should mention ethnicities for the prompts so that you guys know that they're different. I don't know if that matters or not, but Natasha Nang is Chinese Malaysian. The next prompt is a universe that you want to get lost in or is different from your own. For this, I am going with Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. Another absolutely stunning Fairy Loot edition. I actually also, on my shelf over there, just barely in focus or in view, have the Owl Crate edition as well. But I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be like just so, by the marketing of this book, I'm so excited for the vibes that this is going to provide me. I'm pumped, I'm excited, I could not be more excited. Can I say that enough times? From what I remember, this book is following a main character who's a monster and falls in love with the hero of Monster Slayers. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but I'm hoping that there are so many like magical, fantastical elements to this, and I just cannot wait. I know that there's, I think, also like mermaids, which I'm a little hesitant on, so we will see how this goes, but I'm really excited to get to it, especially because I have 2 editions. And Vanessa Len also is Australian, but she comes from a Chinese, Malaysian, and Maltese descent. So all of the ethnicities tied into one beautiful package, and I'm so excited. Take a shot every time I've said excited because you will be blacked out drunk by the end of this video. I need to learn new vocabulary for these videos because it's getting out of hand. Anyway, moving on. For the prompt of reading a book that features a woman and or an older character, I'm going with both blended together, an older woman character. For this, I am picking a With Cindy recommendation from her video, and I'm picking Convenience Store Women by Sayaka Murata. I know very little about this book. I want to say that it is following someone who works at a convenience store, and like that's her goal. She doesn't want anything higher. She's not achieving like multi-million-dollar riches, and kind of just like learns about people and talks to people. I think this is going to be a very slow-paced, enjoyable read. I'm not sure what to expect, but I think I will love it. So I'm really excited to see. Everybody has been recommending this. It has really good reviews, so I guess we will see. And the last book to fit the final prompt, that is that is highly recommended or highly rated. For this, I'm actually gonna go with Nevo's novella series that she's got started. The third book comes out October 25th, so I want to read these books before then. I think there's a fourth one scheduled later as well, so like I need to start now so I can be on top of it when they get released. So for this, I actually have to read both books, which is great because it is also going to fit the Buzzwordathon prompt. No, this TBR will include no other books but AAPI books, but little shout out to Kayla, I suppose, too, because I'm reading The Empress of Salt and Fortune, and then also When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain. When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain is the second book in this series, and it fits the buzzword prompt of directions. So I'm killing all the birds with the stones. It's going to be great. No birds will be harmed in the reading of these books, I promise. But I am pretty excited for these. No clue what they're about. Not a single tiny snippet of a clue. I couldn't tell you anything. But I'm excited nonetheless, and I will be doing dedicated vlogs to these reads. So look out for that, probably by the end of the month. On the topic of Nevo, I guess we can mention that if you're not interested in these novella series, you can also pick up her 2020 release, maybe 2021, I don't remember, I haven't read it yet. The Chosen and the Beautiful. This is a Great Gatsby retelling, and I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. By the way, Nevo is a Vietnamese American, and she's writing The Chosen and the Beautiful from a Vietnamese American standpoint, a queer woman even. I'm so excited. And also, if you're already versed in Nevo's writing, you've already read The Chosen and the Beautiful, she has a 2022 release that is coming out either, I think, in May. I ordered it through Book of the Month. It is called Siren Queen, and I'm so excited. No clue what this is about. I think they're both 20s, the roaring 20s era vibe, but besides that, I couldn't tell you anything. I've seen it floating around, a lot of recommendations for it, and I'm so excited to get to it. So once I get that, we'll also be on the TBR. That's so large already. These 3 plus the 2 are going to be my like official TBR for this month, but I will be, of course, trying to read way more because I'm an overachiever and I don't know how to chill. But look at these beautiful books. I'm just so excited for these. But continuing on with the recommendations, these top, I just want to read them all. That's it. That's all. So I guess we'll start off with Know My Name by Chanel Miller. I'm so excited to read this. This has been literally on my TBR, like, to be read that month for months now. I have my materials ready. I am going to sob, and I know it. I will have a dedicated video to this, hopefully out in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited. I read the first chapter. I loved her writing so much. This is going to break my heart. Trigger warnings for this. This is following Chanel Miller in her account of the Brock Turner case against the Brock Turner and Emily Doe case. She is Emily Doe, so she's coming out and talking about her perspective and what happened and the trial and so on and so forth. And I hear this is just such a beautiful memoir, and I has me speechless. I cannot wait to read this, and I know it's going to hurt so bad, but I'm just embracing myself, but I'm ready. Next, I am hoping to get to Behunt the Flame by Hesaf Faisal. This has been on my TBR since March, okay guys? I had to literally buy the physical copy because I didn't want to read the ebook because it was so long, and I just wanted to like feel the book, you know? I had always wanted to read this. It's been on my radar for quite some time on my Goodreads TBR for a while, but it wasn't until Carrie Can Read or Carrie Cakes, whichever channel you follow, she talked about this book in depth, so much so that it has a dedicated duology vlog all about it, or just rant. I don't know exactly. I haven't watched it because I want to read the book first so that I don't get spoiled. So yeah, I'm gonna read this. What is it about? No recollect. No, I don't remember one single bit because I've been avoiding anybody talking about it because I just want to read it so bad. I've heard fantastic things. I couldn't be more excited. We Hunt the Flames. Yeah. Next book is going to be Confessions by Kane Minato. This is the Literally Dead book club pick for May. I don't know if Kayla did that intentionally because it's AAPI month. I don't know. But I'm really excited. This is pretty short. This is a thriller about, I believe, a teacher that is quitting her job and sits her students down and tells them a story. I don't know. I don't know, guys, but I'm really pumped for this. I always love participating in book clubs and live shows when I can, so it kind of worked out that this fits the month's theme of reading. That's not correct, but you know what I mean. It works, and I'm excited. All right, this next one, I'm going to sob. I don't know how to feel yet. I'm still bracing myself, and it's going to be Crying in hmark by Michelle Zauner. I've heard amazing things. This is pretty short. It's a small book. I'm excited. I've heard fantastic things about this. I know that this is a memoir. Michelle Zauner, I think, was a K-pop star or something, and her mom passed away from, I believe, some type of cancer, and this is just her kind of talking about that loss, because I don't believe they had a very close bond. Again, I'll know way more once I read this, so I'm so sorry if this is totally off, but I think this is going to crush my soul. My mom is my best friend, so we will see how I do. I'm very excited for this. I think this cover is beautiful. I've been wanting to read this book literally since it came out, since there was so much buzz around it, and I just knew I would enjoy it. And finally, I just bit the bullet. I purchased it. I'm going to read it this month, and I am so excited, but terrified because I know I'll sob. So, Crying in hmark. Oh my god, this will be the biggest problem. I keep saying Crying in hmark. Marked. Oh my god. I can't do it. I will forever never say this title again. Do not ask me. I will not say it. Okay? Okay. Anyways, next book. I really hope to get to this. This is a chunker. This is a lot of books. I don't think I'm gonna get to all of these like I wish I could, but this one especially I would absolutely love to read. I'm hoping to get the audiobook to go with it, so that maybe it will speed me up a little bit, 'cause she's a beast, but she's fucking beautiful, is she not? Totally fits the cover worth googly eyes prompt. Oh my goodness. This is also a Fairy Loot edition, if you were wondering, and I'm so excited. I don't know what this is about anymore. I know this is her debut novel, and it has been getting mixed reviews. Originally it was really high praise, and then it kind of leveled out, became more balanced, and so there's a mix of both, but either way, I'm really excited to read this. It's just so beautiful. Alright, the last two physical books that I'm hoping to get to, low expectations, but would like to get to. I just got this from the last Fairy Loot box. This is An Arrow to the Moon by Emily XR Pan. Chunky and kind of small writing. But I'm excited. This is following our two characters, Hunter Yi and Luna Chang. Luna Chang is a new girl at the school, and there's some supernatural things happening, a little bit of romance. I don't want to know too much, but I'm really excited. I think this is such a beautiful paperback that I'm pumped. I'm ready. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I really want to. Another one that I'd like to get to, and hopefully we'll have the audiobook to pair with it, is Jade Fire Gold by June Cieltan. I hope those are middle initials because there's no dots and I don't know. But this is the Owl Crate edition, and I'm stoked. I don't remember what this is about. I know that it is potentially enemies to lovers. I know that she has a plan and he has a plan. I don't know. Either way, they team up to do some things, and I don't know how it's gonna go. Best synopsis of a book ever. So yeah, that's Jade Fire Gold. I'm pretty excited. I think this will be pretty good. I didn't hear a lot of reviews on it, so I guess we'll see and find out what I think, but I'm so excited to get to all of these fantasies finally. They've been on my shelves for quite some time, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it, I'll do it, I will. Yeah. And then there's like 5,000 books that I want to read, and I just don't get to them. So I'm forcing myself to the best of my abilities to read these dang books. I have a few shout outs that because I don't think I'll get to these in time and I don't think I'll be able to read all of these books, I want somebody else to read the books that I'm not and then tell me about them so that I want to pick them up more. Okay? Okay. Sound like a deal? Yeah. Here's just some random recommendations of books I haven't read but I think will be really amazing, and you should read them if you can. How about that? Okay. First up is going to be Pure Color by Sheila Heti. No clue what this is about. I've heard fantastic reviews. Everybody's been reading it and giving it 5 stars, and I need to know why. I need to know the hype. I need to know what's up. I want to read this, but I don't think I can. But I really want to. The next book is, I believe, the short story collection. I'm not 100%, but it's After Parties by Anthony Visna. So I'm so sorry. Check it out though. It's, from what I heard, pretty good. I know a few people have read it and given it fantastic reviews. And if I had time, I would absolutely read this. Why wouldn't I? I personally really enjoy short story collections. If this isn't a short story collection, I'm so sorry. I'm steering you completely wrong, but I hope you enjoy it anyway, okay? Another author that you guys can check out if you're interested, I wish that I could, Descendants of the Crane, or The Ones We Were Meant to Find, written by Joanne He. I'm not a good booktuber. By Joanne He. This is more sci-fi. I believe Descendants of the Crane is a retelling? That might not be right, but I think so. Check her out. I hope to someday. I definitely need to make time. I'm a little worried about that one. I don't read a lot of sci-fi, but I've slowly been dipping my toes into it. So I think I can handle it and like understand. I think because it's YA, it should be pretty tame. We'll see. Another one that I recommend, especially if you picked it up for Book of the Month and haven't gotten to it yet, would be The Cartographers by Pang Shepard. I had the audiobook, it was in my grasp, and now it's gone, and that's fine. But I'm really excited for this. It is a thriller mystery set in a library. Yes, please. Like, I need to know nothing more. Like, that sold me. I'm into it. I'm ready. Another one that I absolutely wish that I could get, and I think this also maybe was a Book of the Month option, and I just was stupid. But if I wasn't, then like, I just can't justify buying books right now. I need to be saving money. Portrait of a Thief by Grace D. Lee. Oh my gosh. What a beautiful cover, first off. I believe this is based off history, true facts, true crime. I think this is based off real events of art just disappearing. I get heist vibes. I get the color tones, just like, I don't know, something about it puts me in a mood and I'm ready for it. This is like a highly anticipated release of this year, and I'm so sad that I don't have it and I can't read it because everyone's been talking about it and I want to read it too. If somebody wants to give me $1,000 to buy new releases, that would be fantastic because your girl needs more books, even though her shelves are actually full. So maybe I need money for bookshelves and then books. Anywho, final book that I want to talk about is another that I desperately wanted to read because there were so many great reviews. Everybody's been talking about it so highly. It was a book club pick for Jan's book club last month, I believe. Maybe it was March. I don't remember anymore. I don't know what time is. But her full moon book club read Magic Steeped in Poison, and oh my goodness, this cover. This is written by Judy Island, and oh my god, this cover is so good. It's so pretty, and it looks so fun, and everyone's giving good reviews, and I really want to read it, but I can't buy books right now. book subscription boxes are already so expensive, and granted I could probably buy like 5 books for the same price, but for whatever reason I can't do it. I can't cancel. The problem, I know. We're working on it, maybe. Who knows? But anywho, if you're able to read this, I do recommend it, even though I know nothing about it. So, yeah, that's all the books, okay? I don't want to talk for too much longer. I'm sure this video is going to be long enough as it is, so I hope you got some inspiration, maybe a book or two to put on your TBR for the month. I hope you enjoyed this video. I felt like I kind of rushed it, so I'm sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I hope you got some ideas or inspiration. Maybe you'll read some of these with me. Who knows? We'll see where the month takes us. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a great day or night or wherever the frick you are. Have a good time. I'll see you guys in my next video really soon. Bye. And that's a wrap.